Good morning everyone. This is Kamikawa Kaelin. Last time YouTube regarding the matter that we decided to end the subtitle translation cooperation function by viewers. In September I couldn't say enough, so I would like to reiterate this matter. As of September 28th, viewers can no longer cooperate in translation. It is said that there are voices of opposition from inside and outside the matter. I think it is necessary to think again whether it was a really necessary function. According to YouTube, there are two reasons for discontinuing the function: low usage rate and high spam activity. Actually, I also used this function. There are certainly some inconveniences without it, but there are many problems. If it is left as it is, it will take a lot of effort to use it. It wasn't very usable, so I couldn't use it as it was, so I used a trick. What kind of defect is that defect? When modifying auto-generated subtitles, there are spaces between every character.
まず、一般の視聴者として字幕をつけるときの問題点のバグを指摘します。サファリをデスクトップ用ウェブサイトにしてください。翻訳を追加をクリックしてください。視聴者に翻訳を許可している動画は日本語自動生成の字幕が出てきます。この字幕をよく見ると文字と文字の間に微妙なスペースが挿入されています。これが気にならない方はいいのですが、気になる方は一個一個手作業で削除していかなければなりません。これには膨大な時間を浪費することになります。
This is fatal, and deleting each one can take a tremendous amount of time. However, if you weren't the viewer and wanted to modify your subtitles, this space wouldn't fit. So I'm a trick. 1. Download the video. 2. Upload to your account. 3. Add subtitles as your own subtitles. 4. Download the subtitles as a file. 5. Upload the subtitle file to the real video. I used to say, I can't help it. This time, the subtitle translation cooperation function by viewers has disappeared. As a countermeasure, instead of uploading 5, send the subtitle file by email, I just changed it to, and there was no particular inconvenience. There are still other problems with the subtitle creation function, and I don't think it will become very popular at the moment. So it's natural that most people don't use it. It is no exaggeration to say that it is a function that is half dead. So, as an alternative, instead of spending time on the viewer, I think that automatic translation should be used more effectively. The reason why automatic translation is not so useful now is that the subtitles before translation are random. Many videos only have auto-generated subtitles. Because this subtitle has messed up phrase breaks and typographical errors, it makes no sense at all. It is natural that even if this is automatically translated, decent translated subtitles cannot be obtained. If the original subtitles are decent, automatic translation can still translate with considerable accuracy. If you translate the news on the internet and see that it is displayed beautifully, you can understand it. The problem is in speech to text, but I would like to talk about that at another time. So, as a countermeasure, 1. Make the subtitle creation function easier, and first add the subtitles of your own country properly. 2. Viewers automatically translate it into their own language and watch it. That's all you need. Why can't it? I can only think that there is a problem with how Google and YouTube are operated. In fact, this is because Microsoft's Edge already has that feature. Subtitles can be translated automatically. It's not so popular, so I'm wondering why it's not popular. Why can't Google do what Edge can do? Why can't I do it in Safari? Isn't it intentional? Are you licking the user? Let's actually see it. Currently, in order for automatic translation to work well, at Edge, it seems that you have to keep your Google account in the language of that country. Make it a desktop site and set the language to English. When you look at another language, please use that language. Then, when the video is displayed, the translation function will start.
And President Trump at Walter Reed Medical Center uploaded a new video today saying he's feeling well. His medical team also sound optimistic. Some sources, however, say his condition is worse than has been reported and that the next 48 hours will be critical. Now, Kim Bo-kyung tells us more.
U.S. President Donald Trump, having tested positive for COVID-19, tweeted that he's feeling much better than when he was taken to Walter Reed Medical Center Friday night. He said that while he needs to see what happens over the next few days, he is starting to feel good.
I came here, wasn't feeling so well. I feel much better now. We're working hard to get me all the way back. I have to be back. I'll be back. I think I'll be back soon.
He went on to say that there is still work to be done to make America great, and he'll be back to finish his campaign. He thanked the American people and world leaders for their messages of support. Earlier in a press briefing, Trump's medical team said they are cautiously optimistic about Trump's condition. The president was said to have had mild cough, nasal congestion, and fatigue on Thursday, all of which the White House physician said have been resolved and improved.
It's important to note the president's been fever-free for over 24 hours. We remain cautiously optimistic, but he's doing great.
While the medical team and Trump himself painted a rosy picture, there are contradictory reports too. A source identified as White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows has been quoted as saying that Trump's vitals have been concerning in the last 24 hours, and that the next 48 hours will be critical in terms of his care. Adding to that, the New York Times has two other sources saying his symptoms were severe, that Trump had trouble breathing on Friday, prompting his doctors to give him supplemental oxygen while at the White House. Kim Bo-kyung, Arirang News.
In addition, comments will be translated automatically. If you cannot translate well, you can specify the range and translate from the translation app. When replying to a comment, if possible, comment in Japanese as it is. If the other person translates it into his own words, you can communicate without worrying about the language at all. I'm wondering why we don't promote this kind of usage. So, the problem this time is rather auxiliary functions to make subtitles in your own country easier, faster, and more accurate. The point is that YouTube itself has to provide it. If you think so, this time significant improvements to the subtitle creation feature have finally been added. You can fine-tune the timestamp almost automatically. Well, it's YouTube. The more you use this, the easier it is to use. Very impressive. But why aren't you making it available on your smartphone? Please make it available on your iPhone as soon as possible. That's all.